I just want to do a sort of daily, let's tell everybody the truth about net zero. The campaign director for Net Zero Watch, another barkingly mad Labour policy, is the delightful Maurice Cousins. Good morning, Maurice. How are you?
Good morning, Jeremy. We're making this into a bit of a habit.
We are, because I hate net zero and I think it's a waste of money and I think people need to do it. Yesterday, on a tour of Aberdeen, Kemi Badenoch, the Tory leader, said that Britain is facing an oil and gas emergency as Labour's net zero push, this mad push, decimates jobs. She says that the offshore oil and gas sector risks vanishing altogether, triggering swathes of job losses across Scotland. I'd love your response to that this morning, because it's the truth, isn't it?
It is the truth, and it's bizarre because when I'm listening to your segment, some of your listeners, I'm sure, will sort of feel like they're living in an episode of the 1970s. We've got a government which is in chaos. We've got social problems in this country, but there is one important difference, Jeremy. One important difference. Previous generations of Labour leaders were patriotic and they put this country first. And you had leaders like Jim Callaghan and others who did everything they possibly could to be able to try to see if we could get the North Sea oil and gas online. And we have them to thank today for why we have that sector. But it's in decline. And we've had successive Tory and Labour politicians that have run that sector into the ground, and they are putting our security, they're putting our energy security at risk. They're putting thousands of jobs at risk as well. There is no reason. Yes, it's a mature basin, but there are decades ahead in terms of what we can get out of there in terms of potential. Couple that together with what we've got onshore. We've got more than enough oil and gas to keep our country going for another 60 years. You listen to the sector and they will tell you it is policy, not geology, as to why we can't make a success of it. And I'll tell you why we're not making a success of it. It's because we've got politicians, cynical politicians like Ed Miliband, who will pretend that they are doing everything they possibly can to help protect the jobs in the North Sea and all of that. But really, he wants this to be run down into the ground so that it serves his strategic ends to say that we have to get off international fossil fuels, and this is why we need to accelerate towards net zero. It's cynical, it's wrong, it's unpatriotic, and I'm glad to hear that Kemi Badenoch, I know it's galling, the Conservatives didn't do enough when they were in office, but I'm really glad to see them finally getting off and standing up for the North Sea.
It's really interesting, isn't it, that the Tory party now want to leave the ECHR. The Tory party now understand that net stupid zero is basically just bankrupting this country on an altar of ridiculous ideology. I saw something very quickly, we haven't got long, a Sky News thing. 68% of people are concerned about the climate. I'm sure lots of people are concerned about the climate, but I think people would also, if they're very honest, understand that financially this country is on its backside and it cannot afford this madness. And Maurice, we're on a mission, you and me. I don't know what we're going to call it, the Net Zero Daily Moan, I've no idea, but I completely am with you. It's too much money, 30 seconds, isn't it? Ridiculous.
It's absurd. And listen, I'm going to pull you up there on some of your stats. Listen, it is true that people care about the climate, but relative to things like the cost of living and growth,
yeah,
it is not as important to them. People care about what's happening to their bank balances and what's happening to their jobs and what's happening to their bills. And that's what I would think politicians should be focused on. We've got people like Keir Starmer flying off to Brazil at the moment to go and do this nonsense with COP. Manifest arrant nonsense what he's doing there. We've got the world's highest industrial electricity prices. That's not climate leadership at all. No one is following us.
Could honestly love you, have you on every day. You've got nothing else to do in your life, and neither have I. Thank you very much indeed, Maurice Cousins. Brilliant. Net Zero Watch, 6 minutes to